Yo, what's up, guys? I'm gonna try and keep this a little quieter. It's like past 2:30 in the morning. Usually, I'm up around this time because I work overnights and I don't like to mess up my schedule. 'Cause, I'm not gonna do that because I'll mess up my sleep. But it's prime time. Right now, I want to react to this SCRU. Just put up a video. Dot shouted him out. It seems like I did watch, but I'm like I want to really react to this for you because there's a lot of thoughts in my head from this video that just got me thinking. And shout out to Screw. Like, if you haven't checked out my reaction to especially the latest song Akadiddy, check it out. It's I think it's like over 600 views right now, I believe. But check it out. It's a wild fucking song. uh Everyone loves it. And obviously check out his video, like his song. It's fucking crazy. It's like a therapy session. But with that being said, let's get into the video.
The Acadidla strikes again. Goodbye, my friend. It's like the last scene from Mice and Men. Sometimes you gotta pop out and interview. Ladies and gentlemen, Kendrick Lamar just came out today, and I think it might still be premiering. Had his, I think, official first video interview after the battle, after everything with Ebro and Nadeska.
Yeah, I gotta finish watching that interview. Like, I started watching it, but then I'm like, dude, I gotta do a reaction to this because it's fucking wild. Like, how many gems he dropped in there. Like, and the feeling, like, the hip hop at its core, what it is, lyricism, and how people leave it on the back burner, which is wild to me. Like, hip hop is a art form. Like he says, and everyone else I've ever talked to that loves hip hop, like, it's an art form. And anyone that doesn't think it is, it's kind of wild to me because it's not rock and roll, but I contribute. Like, it's the most rock and roll thing. You buck against the system. You're sharing your fucking emotion. You're really, like, invoking feelings through, like, the song, through the lyricism, and like, and that's artistry at its highest level. Like, to not think it's art is just mind blowing to me. I don't get it. Like, if you like the song and you're just like, I like the vibe, cool. But like, people that are like, I still get this day to day, not day to day, but sometimes I get people like, oh, you listen to hip hop? Like, I would never think you would. I'm like, why? Because of the way I look? That's the most clownish thing anyone could say to someone. Oh, really? You listen to it? Get away from me. I don't need that shit. Like, hip hop, to me, has taught me so much, and a lot of people might not understand it, but those in the community that really love it and understand it, I imagine they understand that because, shit, I can talk to someone about hip hop like I can talk to someone about heavy metal. Like, because the feeling is there. It just invokes something. And I love it. It's taught me so much in my life and held me up so much when, some people do therapy and in different ways, like doing yoga or meditation and all that. And go to gym. I go to gym like I work out. That's a therapy. But like music is a very powerful thing. So to think it's otherwise is just weird to me.
Shout out. And our boy Chick Smooth put together a nice little, clips together. So we gonna react to it. Now I can't react to the entire thing because Apple be tripping. And I won't be able to actually like show it, but we'll be able to hear all the audio. You'll see the still picture. Let's get right into it. By the way, my single Acadiddy is almost at 300,000 views. Link gonna be in the pinned comment. Go grab that. Hip hop is a sport, ladies and gentlemen. Link in the pinned comment for this too.
YouTube.
Let's go.
And shout out to Chig. But I went to his channel and I couldn't find the video that SCRU was reacting to. Like I was like, oh, I'll react to that, but I couldn't find it. So I don't know what happened, or maybe I'm not looking in the right place. I don't know, but I figured I'll react to SCRU's reaction to Kendrick. So let's get it.
Get ready. You know what to do, Chick.
Salute to Chick Smooth. Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been
Smooth, man.
watching your shit for a while. I just
Shout out
subscribed
to
to your shit too,
boy.
bro.
Well, it finally happened, you guys. The long-awaited Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime press conference. Now,
And also, like I said, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of content that comes from this that I'll be reacting to. So this will just be like the first one, and we'll cover more stuff if Chigs leaves it out. But I think usually the clips that are falling around.
when this interview was announced, everybody was super happy about it. We're finally going to hear Kendrick Lamar talk about Drake, their beef, all the diss records between them. Who knows? Maybe we might even hear Kendrick Lamar throw shots at Drake. And then we get to find out that the interview is being conducted by Ebro and the Deska. That's when things changed. That's when people got to realizing, wait a minute, this is going to be a softball interview. We're not going to get any questions about Drake. We're not going to get any...
Wait, I definitely didn't think that when I heard Ebro and...
Neither did I.
I definitely... You ain't watch Everyday Struggle? Come on now, we ain't gonna do that to... I don't know about Ebro, but you ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that to Nadeska. Come on now. And I didn't
that'd be weird.
I didn't think there's no way... Like, Kendrick Lamar's had a paper... The interview he did with SZA and stuff... Ain't no way he's about to have an interview and they're not about to bring up this battle. So
questions and answers about the best rap beef this decade. And I'm sorry, that's what people want to hear from Kendrick right now. We're watching everything happening with Drake every single day with the lawsuit, all the shots Drake has been throwing ever since the beef was over. Whether it's at Kendrick, LeBron, or whoever else in the industry, the fans want to know what Kendrick Lamar thinks about all of it. If you're going to frame this interview as a press conference, then you have to truly make it a press conference about the biggest game that happened last year. Now, during the interview, you can tell they wanted to bring up Drake, but this was a corporate interview, and you can tell they were instructed not to bring up Drake. There's no way that if this interview happens on Ebro's platform, Hot 97, that he doesn't ask him about Drake or the diss records. However, they asked Kendrick, yo, how do you feel about your diss record Not Like Us winning 5 Grammys? Here's what Kendrick said.
It has been a little bit mind-bending that you created this
But Kendrick Lamar did talk about the battle. I've seen like the clips that are going around, people quoting and stuff. He did talk about the battle.
Yeah.
massive cultural
I hope Chigs has that in there because he gave a pretty big shout out.
award-winning anthem
to
out of a battle rap song. And how is that something after you got off that Grammy stage, you got home in some quiet time? What was going through your head?
That's a crazy.
I was just thinking about the culture, really. It's always that for me first. I'm not even bullshitting with you. It's like when people talk about rap, man, the conversations I hear, they think it's just rap and it's not an actual art form. So when you put records like that at the forefront, it reminds people that this is more than just something that came 50 years ago. They forget that it's even been here 50 years, right?
Yeah. I'll get there. Before I lose my train of thought. 53. No, 50? I said 53 because I'm thinking about 73 because those that know on Screw's Sleeve, 73. It started, dude, I heard about this story from KRS-One, and that's the first person that comes to mind talk about it and talk about the history of it starting from DJs to breakdancers to, and a lot of people kind of forget this, like the artists, like the graffiti artists, like that is part of hip hop. Like, and the battling started because the DJs started scratching and, you know, playing disco songs and like mixing it up, and then people started popping up and to these parties, and they were performing like on milk crates and like the turntables and just like throwing down it right there and just like battling right there. So like, screw having that shirt. Hip hop is a sport. Yeah, it is. It's always has been, you know. And to emphasize what Kendrick said, like going, like how people don't think it. Like I said before, like that is not an artistry. Loosely saying, like how people think about it. It is a fucking art form. Like to say that isn't is just really, really screwed up because the fundamentals of hip hop was founded on artistry. Like I don't get that, and how people seem to forget. You know, those that been listening to hip hop for this long, and how long I've been listening to, I remember days where like people be like, rap is crap, and they were just doing it because they were following the trends. But those that followed hip hop always stayed with it. And now it's like at a pivotal moment because what Kendrick did, I don't want to so much say it's a resurgence, but like it's more at the forefront than it's been in a while, where it's getting back to the battling. It's never left. I want to state that it's never left. We know this, but now people and like a lot of newcomers to listen to hip hop and rap and battle rap, or like now going on YouTube and like looking up these battle raps from all over communities, like all over the world. You're seeing it expanding so much. Like, dude, Japan's taking off right now, like with rap, and they're doing battles over there. It's fucking awesome. It's fucking beautiful to see how it's started and where it's come up to, or where it is now, and hopefully it will surpass and just keep going next levels. And you know, it's a fucking beautiful thing.
I'm gonna keep it tall, bro. That boy cooked with that. That's exactly what, and I'm glad he came out and said that, because that's what we've been feeling. The whole hip hop, the whole narrative before this was hip hop was falling off. Hip hop is this, that, and the third. We really got to a point where passive music was the majority of what was being pushed by, I don't know, the industry, by the world. That's what was really being pushed, to the point where it got like people weren't even it felt like people weren't even listening to what was being said or in the song. It's just about throwing a song on and walking off. And Kendrick is saying like, the point of this was people forgot rap was competitive. People forgot hip hop is a sport, ladies and gentlemen, and it's actually a beautiful thing that a diss track, a battle record, did what Not Like Us did. Because the essence of hip-hop has always been competitive nature. Battles happened before there was recorded music. Come on, let's really talk about it. There was breakdance battles, there was rap battles, there were DJ battles before there was ever a recorded song. Come on now.
Yeah.
Battle rap predates the industry. Niggas think the hip-hop culture is the hip-hop industry. No, nigga. The industry was just a byproduct that came in and monetized the culture. Never that. And I love that Not Like Us is doing this. I love that they're saying that he's going to perform it at the Super Bowl. I don't care if it's censored. I don't care. I'm going to be, and it doesn't even matter if it's censored because the crowd going to be singing the words anyway. Nigga.
Facts.
I'm going to be up there like, yes. It's a rebellious movement. Hip hop feels like niggas is rapping again, bro. And not only, people have been rapping, but it feels like what is being championed, the forefront is rapping again. It isn't just, we just got out the vibe era. Everything, it's a vibe.
I forgot about that.
Now you got to make good music and be saying something. I like that.
And that being said, forgot about it. Like, people would say it's a vibe. I totally forgot about that part. Like, you would hear people say it's a vibe constantly, and it was like, I don't know. I always thought it was weird. Like, I'm like, either you love it or you don't. Like, either you get it or you don't. But try to understand it. Some people choose not to. That's their prerogative. That's fine. But don't bash it if you don't listen to it because you don't understand it, because that's just idiotic to do that. Like, bashing something because you don't understand it without knowing to actually going in and trying to understand it is counterintuitive. Like, it's like looking at a book on a shelf. It's like, oh, that's pretty crap. Did you read it? No? How do you know it's bad? Well, I just don't like the way it looks, the cover. It could be facts on there. If, like, a great fucking story within those books. Like, within that book, there could be some knowledge written on those pages, and you don't know about it, but you're judging, like, I just don't like it. Like, just come on. Like, you can't jump to conclusions. That's the definition of judging a book by its cover. Like, why are you doing that? Like, if you don't understand it, don't bash it. Just take a seat, maybe open it up, see if you like it. If you don't, that's fine. You don't understand it. Ask questions. Try to understand it. You know, that's how we grow just in life. Knowledge is power. How do we gain that knowledge? By learning. Hip-hop has been doing this for a long time, and it's knowledge, whether you like it or not. There is knowledge in these raps. It's stories. That's just facts. Sorry, fucking pop up. But let's get back to it.
People feel something. Yeah.
They forget that it's even been here 50 years, right?
Facts.
And like kind of like belittle it. So I love to see that it gets that type of recognition for just straight
73.
raps from a
73. He's getting the recognition for straight raps, nigga.
So I love to see that it gets that type of recognition for just straight raps, from awards to the billboards, all that, because this is
Facts.
truly just as big as an art form and a genre as any other genre. So that's what I think about. And I feel accomplished being able to do that. You know, whether somebody else come behind me and do it again and quadruple it, I love this.
Not with these kind of lawsuits, nigga. Yeah, right, nigga. Now, if Drake has anything to say about it, that nigga will burn down hip-hop before.
Yeah. If that was my purpose to do that, then that's exactly what it was for that particular moment.
I think people often miss the significance of that Record and Song of the Year award, because that Song of the Year award is a songwriter's award. Like, it's not just the biggest song. It's like someone wrote a song. And you as a songwriter, when you see your name up there and it's written by Kendrick, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's powerful. And I think to what you're saying, I think there's a lot of people who have become fans of hip hop, and they you know, you like the songs you hear and know, but you're not actually tapped into the work that it takes for you to generate the output, the art.
Exactly, man. As a writer, you know, and that's what I can appreciate the most. And knowing how much time I dedicated over the years and just trial and error, writing the most terrible.
The differences of just how Kendrick moves and has moved during this, and the differences of Drake is why Kendrick is winning and taking this victory lap.
Yep.
He's a lot more calculated. He seems like he has a lot more time. Not even, they both have the same amount of time in the day. We all have 24 hours.
Yeah.
But it seems like he has a lot more time because how do I say this? He uses his time better. That's a better way of saying it.
Yeah.
Kendrick is perfectly okay not speaking. Kendrick is perfectly okay having the fans debate for months. Kendrick is perfectly fine only popping out when it's time to show and then going back into his hole. The old way that artists used to be. The reason why it's hard for Drake to get out of this is because he's omnipresent. So, and he's in a position he's never been before. So he's like, the world is watching the spiral, and he can't even spiral by himself. He got to spiral publicly because he's always so public. So every mistake he made is
some of the
amplified.
greatest shit. You know, we all do it, from writer's block to figuring out how to find inspiration from the most non-popular aspects around me. So it's like, knowing that trial and knowing what I put in as far as my thinking process and what it takes to get there, I do not look at it as a small, like, endeavor because it's a hit record. No, it's actually some writing in that shit.
And then we had Ebro as...
Yeah. To the point, like, he's talking about writer's block and, like, the time that he's put in and the meaning behind, like, having your name, like, up there when there's so much faking it to make it, like ghostwriting and what have you, like, and now AI, like, and obviously that hasn't been going through the wars, and honestly I really hope it doesn't, but who knows now. But no one can replace his words because they're his own, and the way he works and on the pen, through his mind, through the pen, is uniquely to himself. No one can do that. And to be recognized for that, for 5 Grammys, then he's taking over the world, like, and from a rap battle to now he's going to be doing the halftime. That's fucking wild. Like, and like, to understand that as an artist, like when he's saying writer's block and to go through what he's gone through, and that speaks so many levels. Like, for me, like, the shit I went through, like, when I write a song, no one can write that story. Only I can. Like, SCRU, like, for what he's been through, only he can write his story and the way he thinks. Same thing with Kendrick. Like, that's how he writes, and that's why, like, it's a beautiful thing when you get awarded, and even if you're not awarded, you're awarded. Well, let's take it back. If you're awarded by the audience just from being listened, that's an award itself. That's fucking awesome because people recognize that and they can gravitate towards someone that's being real and telling their story, and whether they learn from it or not, or they can relate to it or not, they have that feeling towards that song. Like, even if people can't relate when I say that, they can have that feeling. Like, they might know someone that's been through that and be like, oh shit, now I understand that. Now I can understand my friend or family member that went through that. I didn't understand it, but now I kind of understand it because I heard this song. And that's a beautiful thing. And I think a lot of people take that shit for granted. That's just the way I feel.
Ask him, yo, you drew a line last year, right? Between you and somebody else? Tell me about it.
You know, you took it and put it on your back and you felt like a line needed to be drawn, right? Was that your intent when you rolled out this year? Was like, yo, I'm drawing a line. Like, this is what it is.
My intent was to always keep, I think from day one was to always keep the nature of it as a sport. You know, I don't care how much.
That's what we was waiting for. Huh? Huh?
Yep.
You know how?
Yep. I gotta get that hoodie. I like that hoodie. I don't know if there was a green one. It's like one of my favorite colors besides, all I wear is black shirts, band shirts, or wrestling shirts. But, like, I like the dark green, like, with hip hop as a sport. It looks nice. Hopefully I can get it. I'll probably get it down the line after, paying bills and all that. But, yeah. Shout out to SCRU. Again, like, it's a fucking killer shirt. Or hoodie, too.
How many people added me? It was like, yo, he said the thing. You know the Tom Cruise Leonardo DiCaprio? You know how many niggas hit me with that? Hip-hop is a sport. He said it himself. The MVP, the face of the league, said it himself. Link is in the pinned comment.
Yeah. Pause on that. Sorry, man. But, yeah, that's fucking awesome. Like, you never know who is watching your video. Kendrick probably be like, I see you, SCRU. I'm watching. He doesn't have to do the comment or anything. But subtlety, he'll say it. And it's true. Like, hip-hop is a sport.
I'm gonna go grab it because this is a movement, bro. This isn't merch. This is a statement. This is a mission statement.
Yep.
You remember he said people don't realize I've been here for 50 years? Some of y'all might not even know what this 73 is about.
Yeah.
A 1973, nigga. Huh? Go grab one link in the pinned comment, bro. I better, yeah. He pushing the same narrative and line I'm pushing. Hip-hop is a sport, man. Let's play, bro.
Motherfuckers look at it as far
Run it back again.
Keep the nature of it as a sport. You know, I don't care how motherfuckers look at it as far as like, as a collaborative effort. You know,
Fucking
that's
awesome.
cool too. But I love when artists grit their teeth. Like I still watch battle raps. I still watch Smack URL from Murder Mook to Lux to Tay.
That's why I love this nigga. Y'all knew when he said that. That's another thing that people were blowing my shit up. Y'all knew when he said it. He's like, yeah, SCRU finna have a little thug tear. SCRU finna shed a thug tear because you already know what battle rap means to me. Hey, man, I'm not gonna rant about Drake. But I'm just saying, okay? This is why I can't rock with these lawsuits. This is why I can't just act like this is just some little thing and move on. Because you impeding those niggas that he stated. You are impeding their work if you set a precedent.
Fact.
What if someone lose a battle real nasty? Huh? There's a few battle rappers that might could make that same argument if they want to be hoe ass nigga. If they want to be KY jelly ass nigga. If they want to be that, nah, bro. I grew up in battle rap, bro. I've won battle rap tournaments, man. Y'all don't even know about the story of when I went up to Kansas. When I lived in Nebraska, I had to keep driving up to Kansas every other day because I was in a battle rap tournament and I was winning, and the winner was supposed to open up for Nipsey Hussle. I won, and then the promoter did some janky
That's some fucked up shit. Damn, that would have been fucking awesome. Like, if you did, damn, you open up Nipsey? That would have been wild. And I gotta look, like, if any of the SCRU's battles are on YouTube, let me know. I'm gonna try and look myself. Like, maybe I'll do a reaction to that because I'm really rocking with what, like, SCRU's raps are. They're just fucking awesome. Seriously, I'm not sugarcoating it. From what I've heard, I can only imagine how crazy his thought process into battle raps are. Like, I'm late to it, but dude, I want to check that out. If there is any, please, please let me know in the comments. Like, I will react to it. Like, I want to check this out. I really want to check out, like, the history of SCRU battle rapping. That'd be fucking awesome.
I never told that story. Dog, I'll bet y'all notice what I do. So if it's really in your blood, if you was really around for Party Artie, nigga, huh? Wait a minute, nigga.
It's in his
If you
blood.
was really around for the first serious Jones versus Murder Mook, wait a minute. If you was around for K-Shine with the purple hoodie, come on, bro. With the bub, I was there.
Damn.
I'm sorry, bro. And when he shouts out these battle rappers, the Tay-Rocks, the Mooks, that's how I know he really watched that shit, man.
From Murder Mook to Lux to Tay-Rock, you know, my bro Daylight. This has always been the core definition of who I am, and it's been that way since day one. So
I used to always say that Drake was the battle rap nigga, because as somebody who watches battle rap, you got to know Drake is locked in with URL like that. Like, Drake has been in events, Drake has sponsored events, which is also extra lame when you sue for defamation of battle, because what if somebody from one of your events like, oh, Drake was sponsoring this event? Oh, well, this nigga called me the crazy thing, time to sue, like, anyway. But that lets me know he really from the soil. I used to say Drake was that, you know what I mean, until this lawsuit, you know what I mean? It's almost like saying you was a gangster and then snitching. Now it's like, you could have been from the club, but you done stained it. You done stained the battle rap. There's a stink on you now. There's a stink on you. But the difference between Drake and Kendrick Lamar is Kendrick Lamar has literal battles on YouTube right now. Literal battles. Not on wax, not record. I mean, smack type battles. This nigga is a battle rapper, nigga.
I don't think it was a thing for this year. It was always just a continuum. And what I will say about this year, it was more
take him to church
from a space where I think a lot of people was putting rap to the back, and
they were.
You didn't see that. You didn't see that grit. You didn't see that bite anymore.
Facts.
So I always took that in consideration in going into any type of my music.
Man, take him to church.
That's interesting.
Amen,
so,
nigga.
I hope this makes sense,
Tabernacle preach, nigga.
You know, we've been following your journey for about 15
Now, what Chiggs was saying, I didn't watch this whole interview. I haven't even watched it. I had to wait to do this reaction. So I don't know if they ever brought up Drake. I just knew that they brought up the battle. So, but it's cool to not make this whole thing about Drake. I do definitely think that they should have questioned him about Drake. I didn't watch this whole thing. So, but like I said, there'll be more content coming from this interview, and I'm going to be on it. You know what I mean? Just as I'm not going to be actually reacting to the whole interview, because the last time I reacted to an Eminem Apple interview with, I can't remember, the white interviewer dude, and they tried to strike me for that, and that was like years ago, and they scarred me forever. So
you have been so consistent in.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, you gotta be. Yeah, that's wild. So, honestly, man, that's crazy. But yeah, seeing that a lot more. Well, I don't know if like, I actually had one where it wasn't with Apple, but when I did the Section 80 reaction, like, I did the live, and that basically got blocked, and I fought it, and because literally I was doing a reaction, and you can see the video now, but basically killed a bunch of numbers, like, because it was starting to take off, and then it kind of sucked. So that's why I haven't done live reaction to Pimp a Butterfly completely, and other albums completely, because stuff like that happens. But the Section 80 is actually back up. It's been up, but you have to look in the channel, go to live, and the video will pop up, and you could check it out. It fucked me up. It's a great album, honestly. But yeah, I will be doing reactions to songs from Pimp a Butterfly. I'm making my way through a bunch of requested songs, and those will be coming. I'm hoping to do something today or soon for that. But yeah, so I understand where SCRU's coming from.
Show none of the footage.
Messaging and the
Apple,
focus,
you got
like
it.
you said.
You got it, Apple. I'm okay, bro.
You've always
got
worked
me.
with integrity, so in a lot of ways,
Listen, man, you cannot get Kendrick off his square. This guy is perfectly media trained. Now, overall, I thought it was a pretty good interview. You got to actually learn that Kendrick really does care about the culture. And I know we're all tired of hearing that goddamn buzzword culture. But that's truly Kendrick. That's what he embodies, the culture. And if you watch how he moved during the battle with Drake last year, he's truly about rap music, elevating the culture, and overall just being obsessed with his craft. Super Bowl Sunday is definitely going to be in.
Oh, it's about to be a movie.
Yeah.
It's about to be a movie. Shout out to Kendrick. Hip hop is a sport. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's literally shouting me out. I just think we come from the same cloth, man. We come from the same cloth. So this is a narrative, this is a mantra that we've all had in our head forever. I just put it on the, you know what I mean? Salute, man. I can't wait for the Super Bowl, man.
Same.
And by the way, I did react to that Coach Contra thing, but YouTube tried to give it the yellow monetization for no reason, so I edited it, and it should be up maybe tomorrow. So, but stay tuned.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, starting again, but yeah, check out Akadidi song. But that being said, like, man, I think subtlety, like, Kendrick probably watched SCRU. Yeah, come on, Kendrick and SCRU is, I feel, one of the biggest in the reaction community. Obviously, you got Kai Skinnett, No Life Shack, and a bunch of other guys. Like, I can't think of top of my head, but those are the individuals that come to mind off the top of my dome. But that being said, like, I gotta finish watching that interview because he's always dropping facts and even subtleties and all that. But Kendrick has that heart of a lion when it comes to just songwriting or rapping and just hip hop. Like, if you don't see it, you must be living under a rock or something. Or maybe you're new to it, and trust me, you're in for a treat if you're new to Kendrick's music. It's fucking awesome. It really is. But that being said, let me know your takeaway, your thoughts, and I'm sure I missed a bunch, like, because the interview was like a long one, but I ain't hating on it. But let me know in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going. But hey, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.